Portland Mayor Keith Wilson is now unveiling his plan to end unsheltered homelessness in the city. The contentious meeting lasted over 3 hours. Some of Wilson's constituents giving doubt on his plan. Victor Park is live from City Hall in downtown Portland with the mayor's controversial plan. Victor?
That's right. Hey, good evening, Deb. Well, Mayor Wilson is really wasting no time in trying to deliver on his campaign promise to end unsheltered homelessness. In fact, he thinks that he could turn the city around in a year from now. Well, some think all that is too good to be true.
We face a crisis that can be overwhelming.
Mayor Keith Wilson began by pointing out the impact the homeless crisis is having.
The unsheltered are dying in unprecedented numbers.
Then revealing what he calls the blueprint to ending unsheltered homelessness. Emergency night shelters, emergency day shelters, 150 beds in each of the 4 council districts, likely near transit corridors.
Services can include meals and showers, clean clothes, storage, transportation vouchers, mental health services, addiction services, family reunification, and a path to permanent housing.
Now, people would not be required to go in sober, but drugs and alcohol would not be allowed. He also plans to limit stays to only 90 days, but Wilson's plans are not going down without debate.
A 90-day stay limit is simply not long enough for most people to get back on their feet.
I think it's unrealistic to talk about the 90 days, and I would recommend that you withdraw that from your suite of suggestions.
Some council members are concerned about the lack of resources and affordable housing. Meanwhile, Wilson thinks emergency shelters cost less than 24-hour shelters. But when you add day centers and storage units, it totals to just over $28 million this next fiscal year, according to the report.
It just doesn't make sense to me why we would spend this much money on 24-hour shelters when we could be putting people into permanent housing.
In the end, Wilson says he will be leaning on community leaders to provide shelter.
That provide nighttime housing using existing facilities such as community centers and businesses and churches. Businesses have come forward with lists of 40 locations to add to our existing list of 30.
All right, I should also mention that Wilson also plans to end those 72-hour posting requirements prior to the removal of camps and RVs. He's got a goal of 1,500 shelter beds by December, but as you heard there, he is facing a slew of challenges. So in the meantime, some changes could be made to his plan before City Council gives it the green light. We're live here outside City Hall in downtown Portland. I'm Victor Park, Katu News.
Victor, thank you.